The Mazda CX-30. Well, I've tested it quite a few times already, and it's a very lovely car. And the thing is, we've tested it with a variety of equipment levels and also a couple of engines, especially this X engine, the newer version which is in here, which has a little bit more horsepower, a little bit more torque, and a little less, well, exhaust gases in a way, or harmful gases. But we've never had the combination of this X engine with an automatic transmission, which is in this car. So it's going to be quite interesting to see and compare the economy between the manual and the automatic.
CX-30 is a car for customers with modern tastes, as it's a crossover, it isn't too big, and also includes mild hybrid technology. And it looks pretty good as well. Besides the reasonably sized trunk, the interior is decidedly Mazda. Nicely shaped, soft touch surfaces, comfortable seats, and physical buttons for the various controls. Mazda still doesn't offer a fully digital instrument cluster for their cars. On the other hand, I don't miss the feature, as the analog ones are very nice. Even though the designers are guilty of adding shiny black plastics, they didn't give in to the capacitive button trend and kept the various switches for the infotainment as well as the climate control. Leather seats are heated, but don't offer cooling, which will get a little bit uncomfortable in the summer.
It's nice to be back in a Mazda again, because I always feel like they're very lovely cars, both how well they're built and how they drive and how they make you feel. Although I do have to be honest, because Mazda this time around did not give me a free yacht to go with the test, I can tell you that I'm a little bit disappointed in two things. One is this center console, which squeaks every time you go over bumps and such, because I have my hand on it. It's not really something I would expect from a Mazda. And secondly, the safety systems keep blaring at me that they're not available, that there is a radar malfunction, and it tells me to drive safely. Because, you know, if you have radar and otherwise other systems, you have to drive aggressively and dangerously. But anyway, I do hope that's just some kind of a software fluke, that they can just plug in a computer, roll their face on the keyboard, and reset the whole thing, and it'll work again. Although, of course, this being a test car, it is very possible that some people drive these cars like they stole them, and if they parked it a little bit awkwardly, they might have smashed the radar at the front, although I didn't see any damage. But that's not truly important for this particular test, because this is where I'm focusing on the combination of this 2-liter X engine at the front and the 6-speed automatic transmission. Now, Mazda has always been a bit of an odd fish in the whole thing, if you like, or should I say an odder fish than the other ones, because they always didn't really go for the latest and the greatest technology like the dual clutch transmissions, for example, because they said they did the calculations and they simply don't see the benefit of having so much extra weight. Mazda, with its Skyactiv ideas, is or mantra, is always about saving weight here and there and so on. So they went for a normal, regular transmission, but it is a little bit upgraded, so it shifts a little bit better. I can't really talk about specifics, I don't know them. I think they said there's a few more clutch packs in there or something. Anyway, what I can tell you is that, one, it's lovely, just like usually Mazdas are. The 6-speed automatic transmission, I don't really feel like I want more gears, to be completely honest. I mean, would it be nice to have them? Sure. Is it really necessary? not really. But it shifts so nicely. When you go from a DSG, for example, the DSG is great when you're driving sportily, for example, but when you just want to drive normally through a busy city, for example, they can be a little bit annoying at times, especially from standstill, when you have traffic jams and you keep stopping and keep going and stopping and going, because they can be a little bit too vigorous at dropping the clutch. With this transmission, of course, you have none of that. It's very smooth, very refined, and the actual shifts are very quick. If I use the manual, yeah, it takes slightly longer perhaps than a DSG, but really it's not such a huge deal. We did an interesting test this time around because usually I just go for economy and I say, how low can you go? And right now, my lowest is 5.5 liters per 100 kilometers. Now that's pretty good considering, yes, oh, it's 4 degrees. Water anomaly zone. I know, this is a 2-liter gas engine in a way, which sort of tries to work as a diesel as well. And it kind of shows. I've got 5.5 and it's still dropping. So if I was driving more like this economically, it would probably go even lower. But the interesting thing is, we took it on about 600 kilometers highway driving mostly, also through mountain passes and such. And the total fuel consumption, or the average fuel consumption, was, what was it, 6.8, 6.9, which isn't really terrible if you think about it, going 130, 140 kilometers per hour over mountain passes, and with an automatic transmission, which is going to make it a slightly bit more fuel hungry. I love that Mazda has this combination of two things. Well, combination. You've got the manual transmission available and this automatic transmission available. And the thing is, whatever you choose, you are going to be just perfect, because the manual transmission is definitely one of the best I've used. Mazdas really have very, very, very good manual transmission. Extremely nice feeling, notchy feel. They're just a joy to use. And this automatic transmission, if you like the convenience, and if you're not really interested in shifting yourself, it is very, very nice. I have really zero complaints so far about it. It's nice. That's the word I always use with Mazdas. Nice and lovely. And they're both. Apart from this.
Mazda CX-30 with the X engine starts at just under 28,000 euros. For the all-wheel drive model with the automatic transmission and practically all the extras, you'll be paying just over 37,000 euros.